tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back. But hey, don't you wanna play?
All right, put that in. All right, honey, I'm leaving. Bye. Don't get me out of the store. I don't want to do no more dishes. Get me out. Get me out. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the farm. We got a lot to get done. Oh, you know what? Give me a minute. Give me a minute. That's better. That's actually a lot better. All right, back to what I said. We got a lot to get done today. I want to get a lot of work done. We actually have to go ahead and head over here and get field 9 baled. We ended up harvesting all of field 36. Well, we also finished field 6 and these 3 as well. We also went ahead and planted fields. We ended up planting this field in the wheat. We ended up planting that field in the grass. These 2 are going into wheat as well. So we need to honestly go ahead and get these 2 planted. Get this baled, which we got a little surprise thanks to Buck. And on top of that, I want to do a contract or 2 to make a little extra money. And by me, we're going to hire one of the neighbor boys to do it while we collect the benefits of just owning the equipment. So let's jump on into the truck, get on out of here, get up to the main farm and get ready to start for the day. So first thing is first, we need to decide what contract we're going to take up. I need a contract that's actually near where I'm going to be working most of the day. And this is honestly a nice one. I'm actually going to accept contract and this one right here. Now, we're not using the John Deere for this. We are going to be using the Gleaner. We're going to let the Gleaner go over there, get set up, let them roll, and go empty them out with a grain cart every now and then. Just kind of collect that little bit extra money because we need more income right now. We're kind of low on income, and I didn't pay Buck for this demo that he's letting me do. Yeah. It's going to be fun. So let me go ahead and get the Gleaner down there and we'll show you how we get everything set up because we're going to use this good old girl for that. The John Deere, we've already put the header up. So that's why we're not using that header. We ended up using the John Deere only at the end. But I've already took the header back over here and in the field where it's sitting right now, I've switched it over to corn. Haven't put a corn header on it yet, but the fact that it's already switched to corn doesn't mean I really don't want to mess with it. So we'll just take the Gleaner. Let's get on down there to the field and I guess get going. Go ahead and set this up right here. 2 headlands, automatic. Okay, we're good there. GPS is set. Okay, so at least there's one thing I don't have to recalibrate for beans, and that is the grain cart and the semi truck. We're gonna take 1 semi truck and grain cart. We ended up switching to field 1. I tried my best to get that other field to work. It just didn't want to. It just wouldn't work for some reason, but we finally got something to work. You know, it's weird. This little GMC right here has become my favorite semi truck for some reason. I probably should have a little bit better of a semi truck on this trailer, but I don't know. I like having it. It's nice. All right, flip this around like this right here. We should be good there. I'm gonna jump in the grain cart, go make sure that combine is empty. And then I'm gonna head back to the farm and start getting a couple things done because we still need to put some duals on a tractor and get a tractor planting. All right, go ahead and stop for a second and get it fully empty. Not much in it, but there's enough. I want to make sure we get her fully empty so we can leave her for a while. And this is where these duals on both the tractor and the grain cart come in handy. Row crop, ready to roll. Go ahead and unload this real fast. And all right. Let's go ahead and head back to the farm and get those wheels on. Alrighty, now there's only 1 tractor around here I think that we need to put the duals on and go ahead and get started out in the field, and that is the 7810. I did not pay as much money as I did for this tractor for it not, and I mean not, to be a workhorse. Now what I am going to do, flip around, kind of drop this right here. We'll drop that off right there. Now let's pull on into the shop and get the duals bolted on and we should be good. Let's see, where's the door opener? There it is. We'll just back it right on into here and we'll get what we need. All right, so first things first, gonna get all these nuts pulled off and yeah, let's go ahead and get the wheel on here. All right, there we go. Last wheel is on. Oh, crap, I gotta put in, give me a minute. 3-point linkage, forgot about it. All righty, now with a little bit of Bluetooth linkage, we are good to go. We're just gonna back up over here. All right, go ahead and fill this little sucker up. There we go. All righty, so went ahead and put the duals on this tractor and put the front weights on it just to make sure. Got the proper monitor in here. We're good to rock and roll on over here and start working. There we go. GPS is started. and we're planting wheat. So the goal is to go ahead and get all this field right here planted with wheat, probably get AI to do this one, then head up here to get some baling done, and eventually go check on our little combiner. All right, so we're about halfway done with the field. We're good, pretty good track right now, actually. Go ahead and put that down right there and let's get it done. So we're about a good halfway done right now. Then we'll go ahead and do the headlands, get AI to do this, and work on that eventually. All right, the last little bit of this field, getting it done. This tractor actually worked really well for this job. GPS worked amazing. I've already kind of been explaining it to the kid, letting him kind of figure it all out. He's going to be taking over for field number 35, which is smaller, which should take him a lot less time. But eventually, probably today or tomorrow, we need to put down a little bit of like a boost. All right, put her in high gear. All right, let him go get that done, and let's go get over there and get that grain cart empty. Now, we are going to take this here with us just to make sure that we can bring some bales back, because we're also, when we're there, we're going to go ahead and take our time and get the baling done. Now, one thing we do have on the back of this bale trailer is we have our weights that we use for picking up the bales with, just so that we have extra weight on the back is the main reason we use it. All right, let's get in the old getting the old John Deere. All right, gonna pull underneath him, unload him a good little bit, then I'm gonna let him go so that I can load him on the go. He's knocked out a pretty good little bit, not the most, but could be worse, honestly. I hope he isn't throwing too much out of the back on. Well, you know what? I got a little bit of time. I can kind of kick around. I don't really see a whole lot, about as much as you expect for a pheasant feeder. So not bad. Buck at Heritage Tractors went ahead and left me a little present down here in a demo, and I'm excited. Yeah, there it is. The best setup he said he could get a hold of for me. He said this is the absolute best setup that he can get a hold of for me in this county, and I believe it. This is a John Deere 6R 215 with a 663R. On top of that, a 560R silage baler with an accumulator on the back. Hold on, what's the numbers? You got to get the numbers. A 520R. This is an insane piece of equipment right here. I am so excited. Buck said that it's ours to use, and we got a lot of fields that need to be done eventually. So he's letting us test it out on this field and the 2 cornfields, and then next year we got to buy it. But yeah. We're probably going to end up with it. That's probably what I'm going to say. But for right now, I mean, we can at least use it. So this does not have that new system that kind of helps you out with keeping you aligned better. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Sadly, it is what it is. But man, it is eating this. There we go. There is the first of many bales. There we go. I figured out how this thing works now. May not work the best way in the world, but it works. Okay, it just took a little bit of learning of how it all works. Okay. Now that I'm starting to understand how it all works, it actually works phenomenal. I'll stand by there for a second taking it off, but I kind of understand that you have to put it in transport mode first, so the auto loads the bales, then it starts working good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do the smart thing, and I am going to go ahead and get this entire field baled. Let's go ahead and get that done, and see you guys once we're finished. So finally, and I mean finally, we are done with the baler. We got actually a good little amount of bales, 18 bales in total off this field. We're not going to take all of them back to the farm today. We don't need to. We're not going to worry about it, but we are going to play around with the front end loader. Alrighty, we got the weight out of the back of the truck, so now we can worry about loading this thing. And I don't know how to load this correctly. The bales need to go like this. All right, yeah, just stabbing it by the side. This is how we're going to do this one. You just stab it. There we go. First bale loaded. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these loaded. They're actually pretty easy. All you got to do is just stab the bale kind of like this. Put it as close to the middle as you can. Lower it and hope that doesn't happen right there. Push down. There you go. And you run over here, hit that right there, and that's all you gotta do. Let me get these loaded. We'll go ahead and head over there and go check on the combine. Oh, yes, actually made as far as I thought it would. Oh, that's why. Because he's been yielding better than almost every single field in the county. All right, we got the combine unloaded. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have for today. I'm gonna worry about getting this all done a little bit later today, or probably in a live stream, whichever one comes first. Thank you guys for the love and support you showed to me. Still plenty more coming with the boys. And now that I figured out what's wrong with the mic, I will definitely be checking that from now on. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.